years of grime and DNA and coronavirus. Okay, so I'm working on this Dan electrode today. Been doing a bit of surgery on the bridge. It's got a bow in it, so I've clamped it down to straighten it out. So while I'm waiting for that to sort itself out, I'm going to clean up this fingerboard. And I just wanted to show you how I generally clean fingerboards up when they really are full of years of grime and DNA and coronavirus and what have you. So let's get down and dirty. So what I generally do is I don't use this to start with to get the muck off. What I do is just basically use baby wipes. Don't worry, the water in them is not going to harm the wood in the fingerboard. I'd rather the fingerboard be a little bit moist than completely bone dry.
That's what she said?
Wood is, you know, holds water. It's perfectly fine. It ain't going to damage your fingerboard in any way. So what I generally do is just give them a good wipe down.
No, I need 2 men on this. That's what she said. No time. But
ideally I try and get the baby wipes that are the sensitive ones, so they don't have the perfume and chemicals in them. But yeah, you got to give it a good scrub. Again, don't worry, you ain't going to damage the fingerboard. I've done this hundreds of times, but you can see straight away the muck that comes off. Just sort of scratch it with your finger, not your nail. Just sort of wedge your finger into the wipe.
That's what she said. Excuse me?
And it really does get through that grime. I know there is proper official cleaning stuff out there, but this is the way I've always done it for 20 odd years, so stick to what you know, I say. But nice and simple. And that one's pretty much done. And also go over your frets as well, get the muck off them. So I'll zoom in for you as well, just to show you how easy it is. Getting rid of all that DNA from God knows who. I dread to think what's lurking under this grime on this fingerboard. But yeah, I've done it so many times it don't even bother me anymore. Just make sure you don't put your fingers in your mouth or anything like that, and get some antibacterial hand wash sanitizer. You're lucky to get some of that now. It's absolutely sold out everywhere because of this coronavirus malarkey. But yeah, that's a lot better. There you go. Wipe down the cloth. You can see the difference already. It looks like there's still dirt on it, but no, that's just actual wear on the fingerboard. But the difference between that and that is night and day. So I'll just use another wipe now, regularly change them. Get rid of that build up of grime. Look at that. That's not nice. So it's all like the dirt and the oils from your skin, and maybe little filings off the frets on the strings and what have you. But over the years it soon builds up. But I must admit, a lot of respect to Dan electrode, because this looks like it's been heavily played, yet the frets are still pretty decent. There's a little bit of wear on this first one or two, but apart from that, it's actually, the frets are hardly worn down. So yeah, good quality guitars. This is I believe a 1996 Korea reissue guitar. It's also easy if you've got a light sort of facing away from you, so you can see on a reflection where all the dirt is and what you've got left to remove. You can also clean in between the nut slots on the nut there. Pardon the pun. That's what she said. Look at that. Definitely looks like I've been wiping something else, and I don't mean a fingerboard. yeah, I've been doing this for 20 odd years and I always find this is the best way. Again, I know there's other ways of doing it, like you can get the little brushes and the proper fingerboard cleaner, but stick to what you know, that's what I say. All the things I learnt about guitars was before the days of the internet and gimmicks and the other crap that these big companies try and sell you. Right, so I'm going to work for the rest of it and I'll come back and I'll show you what I do after that. Okay, so I've cleaned the fingerboard. That was the the wipes I used. Definitely grim. And that's the colour they should look like. So we've definitely got rid of a lot of dirt there. Next thing I do is I cover the pickups up. The fret set on this ain't too bad. Like I said before, they don't need leveling or crowning or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is get my trusty sponge sander. This is a fine foam. I've covered up the pickups with a little bit of masking tape just to stop the metal filings going on there. Now what I do is just gently rub over the frets. Just get rid of that top layer of grime. Just lightly go along with the level of the frets and you won't scratch your fingerboard. That just smooths out the grime on the top and just gives you a nice shiny finish. And also I always go along the corner of the fingerboard, go in at about a 45-degree angle just to get rid of any sharp frets, and it smooths off the fret ends. Gives you a nice finish and rolls the fingerboard. Makes it feel a bit better and makes it nicer to play. Do that to both sides. So if you're a fan of the channel, you know I do this all the time and it makes a big difference, makes your guitar feel a lot better. So there you go, yeah, just a fine sanding block. Alright, wipe off all the excess. Just check you've not missed any bits when you're just cleaning your fingerboard. So the next thing I do is I put on a little bit of lemon oil. Little goes a long way, you don't need to put loads on. Rub all that in. And then I'll just go with my finger, just make sure I get it in all the crevices. So this coronavirus seems to be turning into a bit of an epidemic. It's all we ever hear about in the UK now on the news, and people panic buying hand sanitizer and water and rice. I think they're going to be the zombie apocalypse. I think the advice that our government's given out is just keep your hands clean. Can't get hand sanitizer anywhere, it's completely sold out. People are selling out on eBay for silly money. But yeah, keep your hands clean, wash your hands for 20 seconds, avoid big public gatherings, avoid using cash because of the germs and whatever. Yeah. But yeah, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. I don't know what the advice is in other people's countries and if it's, you know, a bigger deal as we're making it out to be, but it seems to be pretty big deal all over the world. I've got 2 young kids at school, so if we're going to get it, they're going to be the main culprits to bring it into the house. But I've told them to keep their hands clean before and after eating, when they're playing and going to the toilet and whatever. Yeah. So yeah, stay healthy, stay clean, and fingerboards like this hopefully won't give you coronavirus. But if we're going to get it, we're going to get it. But you know, yeah, let me know what the deal is in your country with the government's advice and whatever. Yeah, and hopefully we don't have to hear about it for too long. Right, so what I'll do with this now, this lemon oil, is I'll let that sit for about a minute. Just make sure you've got it into all the crevices, and yeah, I'll come back and give it a wipe down. Just going to wipe that off now. Left it for a couple of minutes and we should have a lovely coronavirus free, shiny, well nourished rosewood fingerboard and some nice shiny frets. And most important of all, a nice clean nut. So again, I've smoothed the edges off as well, which makes a big difference. Frets are nice and polished, fingerboard's looking a lot better. So there you go, look at the difference that's made. You can see them perloid dot markers a bit better now. So that's how I clean my fingerboards. Don't really get many this dirty very often, luckily, but when they are, I use baby wipes to get rid of the bulk of the grime. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell and set your notifications to all. Follow me, the Guitar Manifesto, on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, stay safe out there, stay clean, wash your hands, don't get in big crowds, and hopefully we'll all stay healthy and avoid getting this coronavirus. So yeah, thanks for watching, see you all soon, peace.